Hi, today we are on the chapter of indices. We will make use of our knowledge on indices to arrange these numbers in ascending orders. Let's start off with question 1. Let me write down the numbers that are given. 2 to the power of 60. Now this is 2 times root 2 to the power of 35. It's quite unusual friendly. Let's change it all to base 2. So this is 2 to the power 1 times 2 to the power half. Root 2 is 2 to the power half. So it's times, so the index you add. So to the power 3 over 2, 2 to the power 3 over 2 to the power of 35. And this is 3 to the power of 42. Now let's compare these two first. Why I choose these two? Now because they have the same base, I think it's easier to compare. Now then I have 2 to the power of 60. This is 2 to the power of 105 divided by 2. Now you realize that this is 60 is bigger than 105. Alright. Since 2 is a number bigger than 1, so if the index are bigger, it will be bigger. Take for example 2 to the power of 3 is bigger than 2 to the power of 2. However, it is not true if this number, the base, is between 0 and 1. Take for example the number half. Half to the power of 2, maybe I just write it here. Half to the power of 2 is greater than half to the power of 3. This is 1/4 and this is 1/8. Alright, however, 2 to the power of 2 is smaller than 2 to the power of 3. Alright, when it's between 0 and 1, it behaves a bit differently. Now let's compare this with, maybe I compare with this because I don't like fraction. Okay, but before that, let's write them down in ascending orders first. So you have 2 to the power of 60 and you have 2 to the power of 3 over 2 to the power of 35. Now I leave a big gap here because I'm not too sure whether this number I need to put here, here or here. Okay. So I compare this with this. So I have 3 to the power of 42 and 2 to the power of 60. Now look at the powers. They have a common factor of 6. Okay, so it's 2 to the power of 10 to the power of 6, 3 to the power of 7 to the power of 6. Now I can break this 2 to the power of 10 in the form of 2 to the power of 3 times 2 to the power of 3 times 2 to the power of 3 times 2. Now I explain to you why I do that. Now then over here I have 3 to the power of 2 times 3 to the power of 2 times 3 to the power of 2 times 3 to the power of 6. Now if you look at it, now why I do that? Because 2 to the power of 3 is 8, 3 to the power of 2 is 9. 8 and 9 are very close. Alright, so I choose numbers that are very close, then I can compare them easily. Alright, if I choose this to be 27, alright, 3 to the power of 3, you realize that some numbers here are smaller than, maybe this number is bigger than this, then this number is bigger, then later on it will be, then you have some numbers here smaller than this, then it's very hard to compare. Alright, so I make them as close to each other as possible. So you look at this, this is, now look at this, this is bigger than this is bigger than this. This is bigger than this. And this is bigger than this. Alright. Now each of these terms is bigger than its corresponding term here. So since their powers is the same, alright, the powers are the same. So you'll find that this is bigger than this. Alright. So 3 to the power 42 will take this place here. Okay. Let's move on to the rest of the part 2 of the question. Now you have 2/3 root 5 over 9 and the fifth root of 5 over 9. Now let's compare these two first. So I just copy them down. It's quite hard to imagine with the square root, so I square both sides. So this is 4 over 9 compared to 5 over 9. Now you realize that this is bigger. So in this case, root 5 over 9 would be bigger than 4 over 9. Now let's think about this now. I will compare this with this because 5 over 9 is easier to compare, but that may not be conclusive. So we see if this is larger than this, then we don't need to do anything else. Okay, but if this is smaller than this, then we still have to check against the 4 over 9. So I just copy them down. Root 5 over 9 and fifth root of 5 over 9. Now I don't like in radical form, so I put it in index form. 5 over 9 to the power of half. This is 5 over 9 to the power of 1/5. Okay. Now, this is a bit hard to imagine. I make them to the power of 10. Okay, make them to the power of 10. So this will be 5 over 9 to the power of 5. Alright. And then this will be 5 over 9 squared. Now just in case, what I did just now was I put both sides of them to the power of 10. Okay, and then I got this. So you realize that this is smaller than this because it's less than 1. So you times itself. Alright, the more number of times you times itself, it gets smaller and smaller. So this is bigger. So in the end, alright, this is fifth root of 5 over 9. Alright, so this is already arranged in ascending order. We have come to the last part of the question. Now, let us compare these two first. The reason why I want to compare these two is because they have a common factor of 30 for the power. Alright, so perhaps let me just copy down. So you have 2 to the power of 120 compare with 17 to the power of 30. So this one I will be left with 2 to the power of 4 to the power of 30. This is 17 to the power of 30. So what is 2 to the power of 4? 2 to the power of 4 is 16. 16 to the power of 30. And this is 17 to the power of 30. So you realize that this is bigger than this. Okay? So maybe I just write in this order. And then now leave a space here because this could be here, here, or here. Okay? Now this, which one should I compare with? This or this or this? Now I choose this because they have a common factor of 12. Okay, I think it's easier. Here is maybe 6 or maybe, yeah. So I will choose this. So I have 2 to the power of 120 comparing against 3 to the power of 72. Now I take 12 out from the index, so I have 2 to the power of 10 against, this is 12, and then so this is 6, and then this is to the power of 12. There's common some more, so I take 2 out, so it's 2 to the power of 5 to the power of 24, 3 to the power of 3 to the power of 24. Now 2 to the power of 5 is 32. So this is 32 to the power of 24, whereas this is 2 to the power of 27 to the power of 24. So this is bigger, right? This is smaller than this, but this is this, right? Yeah. So I have 3 to the power of 72. All right. So this will be the smallest, and this is the largest. Now we have come to the end of the question. Now and then we will be putting up more and more videos. And if you like our videos, then please press the subscribe button. We hope to see you again. Have a nice day.